Hi, my name is AKanjCAsiedu.
And I'm AKanjCAsiedu.
Today we will be addressing the mold issue on Xavier's campus.
Did you know that mold spores are everywhere? We have had experience run-ins with mold on Xavier's campus.
Xavier's campus is located in a very humid city. In this presentation, we will talk about how mold grows, how it affects our health, and how we may decrease mold growth. Let's get moldy.
So mold is a type of fungi, and it grows and reproduces by spreading its spores. And when it touches a humid surface, then mold begins to grow. So Xavier being in a humid city and a great place for mold spores to be everywhere,
it creates a very good environment for mold to grow, basically.
Yes, and you are more likely to find mold spores in a more a higher spore count in humid cities versus a place where it doesn't get humid throughout the year. Yes, and so you can find mold everywhere. As I said before, mold spores are everywhere. You can find them in air conditioning, vents, restrooms, and a lot of the time, showers.
We will show you a video how mold is spread in the showers. Now let's talk about how mold affects our health. Studies have shown that almost 90% of nose stuffiness comes from mold. This affects us as students because if we get sick and won't be able to come to class, we lose focus and then we don't know what's going on in the classroom because we're focusing too much on our health, our sicknesses which are caused by mold. Also, mold may affect our respiratory system by causing bronchitis, coughing, and asthma. Another problem caused by mold is allergies. Some students might not know that they are allergic to mold because no one would actually think about mold as giving them allergies. And suddenly they start sneezing and get a stuffy nose and they would think it's like a normal cold, and then they go get the medicine for a normal cold and then it won't work. So they're stuck with the mold allergies not knowing that it's actually allergies, which will also affect their schoolwork.
Moving on to how the mold issue can be reduced and maintained. Fun fact: mold will never completely disappear, but it can be reduced. So, according to Dr. Marnette, who is a professor here at Xavier, Xavier maintains the mold issue in labs by lowering the temperatures indoors. So for example, in the summertime, they turn off all the air conditioning in the labs, so it becomes very humid in there and mold grows quite a bit. So when the semester starts over, they have to clear up the mold. And as I said before, you can't completely get rid of mold as mold spores are everywhere, but by lowering the temperature of the environment, it decreases how much it can spread in the labs and in classrooms.
They decrease the humidity as well, right?
Yeah, it decreases the humidity.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, yes. Continuing. According to the Journal of Occupational and Environmental Hygiene, an experiment was done to show that very short contact time is needed between steam vapor and mold on moist carpet for a 90% decrease in mold presence.
So, in conclusion, we spoke about the location of Xavier's campus and how it creates a good environment for mold to grow. And we also addressed the issues and the health defects that mold might affect us as students and affect our schoolwork. And lastly, we spoke about how we may reduce the mold issue since we can't completely get rid of it. Xavier's campus is a very good place for mold to grow.
Remember, mold is always lurking, and is always around you.
Thank you.
Thank you.